history friends, and welcome to the Cabinet of Curiosities Day Spa, where today we are going to be smoothing, exfoliating, and moisturizing our way into the past with help of a few home remedies from 1895. There are a wide variety of 19th century home beauty products out there, but I have carefully selected 4 of the most interesting and least dangerous, and I've crafted them into a soothing nighttime skincare regime, which I will now demonstrate for your fun and edutainment. Alright, let's get started. Now in 1895, if you lived anywhere near a city or a town, the air was often visibly filthy. It was full of soot and smoke and coal dust and lots of finely powdered horse manure. I want to get all of that off of my face as quickly as possible, but using straight soap in this era will definitely dry out my skin. So I'm using this, a bran bag. Our bran bag consists of oatmeal, ground almonds, and grated soap tied into a square of cheesecloth. Most people in the late 19th century didn't have hot running water or even an indoor bathroom, so I'm going to be using what Victorians used to wash themselves. A big bowl of warm water. The cheesecloth has a nice abrasive sort of effect. It's not too bad. It smells like wet oatmeal, which is what you would expect it to smell like. I will say my skin does feel smoother. I mean, if you rub your skin with a piece of cheesecloth, it's going to be smoother. Alright, now that our face is nice and clean, we're going to move on to the next step of our beauty regime, wrinkle prevention. Now, as ladies, we all know that when it comes to preventing wrinkles, being proactive is very important. So, I have gotten the very latest in Victorian anti-aging technology. A bottle of tree scabs and a cast iron frying pan. The tree scabs in question are myrrh, a fragrant brown resin found in the bark of spiny trees grown in the deserts of Northeast Africa, the Middle East, and India, and a popular baby shower gift for future messiahs. The household guide instructs us to put powder of best myrrh upon an iron plate, sufficiently heated to melt the gum gently. So I couldn't find any actual chunks of myrrh anywhere, so I had to buy this essential oil, which has myrrh in it. Hopefully it will have the same effect. I have my metal plate, which I've heated to just warm enough. You can just see there's some little wisps of fumes rising off the surface. Hopefully those fumes are enough to reverse the ravages of time. So it says, when the myrrh liquefies, cover your head with a napkin and hold your face over it at a proper distance to receive the fumes without inconvenience. Because we wouldn't want all of this to be inconvenient, am I right? It doesn't say how long I'm supposed to do this for. I'm going to try 2 minutes. All right, 1, 2, 3. Well, I'm 1 minute in. I don't know if breathing this stuff is any good for me. It's probably not. My skin feels hot, probably because I've been holding it centimeters away from a hot iron plate. My nose is running a little bit. My eyes might be tearing up a little bit. It smells like melting rubber mixed with hospital disinfectant. But beauty is pain, so. Okay. Do I feel less wrinkly? Emphatically no. Oh, the stress of having my face over this hot pan covered in myrrh oil has made me more wrinkly, probably. All right, well, that was interesting. Let's try the next one. Now that we've saturated our skin with biblical sap fumes, we need to tackle the other bane of Victorian skincare, the freckle. Perfect Victorian skin was smooth, even, and as white as possible. Freckles had yet to become cute and were considered an ugly discoloration, no better than a scar or a pimple. Even worse was a tan, a sign that you had been out in the sun without a hat or a parasol, like some kind of turnip-grubbing peasant. If you were unfortunate enough to develop a case of freckles, you could try burning them off with a multitude of skin bleaches, many of which contained arsenic, mercury, or sulfuric acid. If you didn't want to be forced to choose between vitamin D deficiency and heavy metal poisoning, you could always whip up a home remedy like this. This skin whitener consists of 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 1 pint of new milk, and 1/2 ounce of brandy, mixed, boiled, and filtered to remove the scum. So it's been about 4 minutes. My face feels kind of tight. I'm gonna rinse it off and see if any magical defreckling has occurred. I also put it on my arm, which actually has freckles on it. I don't see much of a change, to be perfectly honest. But then again, they do instruct you to do it morning and night for an extended period of time, so... Do I see much of a difference? No. To be fair, if I did any more whitening, I might disappear. I do feel smoother. I also smell slightly like cheese. So, now that we've cleansed, de-wrinkled, and whitened away those freckles, it's time to apply our moisturizing night mask. To keep the skin and face perfectly soft, take the whites of 4 eggs boiled in rose water, 1/2 ounce of alum, and 1/2 ounce of ground up sweet almonds. Beat the whole together until it assumes the consistency of paste. The formula for this appears in family recipes, but it was made famous 60 years earlier by actress, opera singer, and theater manager Madame Vestris. Madame supposedly slept with this concoction on her face every night, held in place with a muslin mask. So this is what was necessary if you wanted to be as glamorous as a Victorian star of the stage. It smells like roses, but with a weird sulfury sort of tang at the end. Sort of like if you were eating an egg salad sandwich in a beautiful rose garden. It's very crumbly. I don't know how it's going to adhere to my face, but okay. Oh dear. Maybe if I like press it on, like I'm plastering a wall. See, that sticks okay. That's alright. Oh, it's in my mouth. Oh, that tastes awful. Try sticking it on 1 chunk at a time. I feel as though I've papier-mâché'd myself. So I'm going to try sticking this on with a fabric sheet and not moving. So it's been 5 minutes. It's actually underneath the mask. It sort of stays put as long as you stay completely still. Utterly motionless. If you move, it falls off. Supposedly, Madame Vestris slept with this on her face every night. I have no idea what her pillowcase budget must have been. I mean, she must have just slept on like an oilskin sheet, because this is ridiculous. Okay, well, I'm gonna take this thing off, and then I'm going to rinse it off, and we'll see how I feel afterwards. Alright, so final thoughts on this mask. My face does feel smoother, slightly more moisturized. For the amount of trouble and mess and just plain human suffering that was involved in making this, I'm probably never going to do this again. And yes, I have small granules of egg and almond in my hair and in my ears and in my mouth. But other than that, the results speak for themselves. I'm ready to get out there and attend a ball and dance a quadrille and nab myself a rich husband. That, after all, is what 1895 self-care is all about. Right, guys? I hope you enjoyed this episode of Cabinet of Curiosities, and please tune in next time when we are going to be delving into the murky world of Victorian cosmetics.